What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the online Jamily? This, of course, here's JamiroFan 2000 with another episode of JamiroFan Talks About. This, of course, is my recurring discussion series here on my channel, looking at the past, present, and future of Jamiroquai, and they're now over 30 years of musical making, and we had some very exciting developments just recently happen on the online Jamily and, of course, on streaming platforms. So we all know that Jamiroquai is celebrating its 25th anniversary of their groundbreaking seminal album, Traveling on Moving, here in 2021. Well, we just had a massive dump of new content on all streaming platforms concerning the band Jamiroquai. Now, you might remember a few episodes of JamiroFan Talks About ago. I talked about a recent adding of the Corner of the Earth remix set of the Corner of the Earth single, of course, from 2001, being added to all of the major streaming platforms. And I did an episode looking at the possibility of more Jamiroquai singles potentially being added onto streaming platforms, at least here in the United States. Well, sure enough, as of September 1st, 2021, we just had a massive dump of past Jamiroquai singles on the streaming platforms. In this case, we had over 13 Jamiroquai singles ranging from the years of 1994 all the way up to 2006 added onto all the major streaming platforms. And this is a lot of content, but it appears that over 13 past Jamiroquai singles, including 2 previous Jamiroquai albums with updated track lists and new tracks, just got added to all the major streaming platforms. And when I mean by major streaming platforms, I mean Spotify and YouTube, and of course on Amazon. But what's so great is the singleography of Jamiroquai's discography is one of the most unheard sections of the Jamiroquai discography amongst most of the Jamily, and it's really cool to see Sony Music UK finally bringing in some more Jamiroquai singles. So a lot of members of the Jamily who are not acclimated with that side of the discography can check out all the amazing remixes and B-sides that have come on all these respective singles from over the last nearly 20 years of the band's history. Now, if you're wondering what singles got added on the streaming platforms, I will run down the list of 13 singles that have so far been added, including Sansing Corner of the Earth, which I've already noted on a recent episode. So here's basically what has been added so far on a rundown of the 13 Jamiroquai singles that have now hit streaming platforms for free streaming currently on all the major streaming platforms. The 2006 reissue of the remixes for Space Cowboy, the single remixes for the song You Give Me Something, the single remixes for Supersonic from 1999, the single edits from Stillness in Time from 1994, the single remixes for Little L from 2001, the 2006 single reissue remixes for Cosmic Girl, the 2006 single remixes for Runaway, the 1997 single remixes for the song High Times, the 1998 single remixes for Deeper Underground, the 2005 single remixes for both Don't Give Hate a Chance and 7 Days in Sunny June, the 2006 single reissues of the single All Right, and trailing off and finishing off the list of singles that have now been added to all streaming platforms, Love Philosophy's single remixes from 2001. So that is a lot of amazing single content that has been put up on the streaming platforms. And like I said, a lot of the Jamily has not heard these, and these are all must-listens for the Jamily who are uninitiated in this amazing side of the Jamiroquai discography. As I prefaced at the beginning of the videos, there were 2 album editions in addition to these 13 previous Jamiroquai singles that hit streaming platforms. One was the 1999 Japanese release of the album Synchronized. What was so unique about this re-uploading Synchronized, it features both of the bonus tracks that were available on Asian and I believe Australian releases of Synchronized. Most notably, the instrumental Wolves in Sheep's Clothing and the remix from Travitt Brothers Incorporated for, I believe, Planet Home. And then the other album release that was also added to streaming platforms was, of course, the High Times compilation, but this one was unique because this was the deluxe edition that was released in 2006 and then reissued with a remastering with a complete remix CD showing, basically showcasing a bunch of miscellaneous remixes from that time period between 1992 to 2006, and featuring some very cool live tracks from Jamiroquai's concert at Clapham Common in the London, UK. So both of those albums were additionally added to streaming platforms too. And as I said, these are all available currently on Apple Music, YouTube, and Spotify. I assume that all the third-party streaming platforms will eventually see these Jamiroquai single editions, but I do need to note the only difference between Spotify and YouTube's single uploads is the Space Cowboy 2006 single reissue remixes are not available on Spotify, but available on YouTube. So there's just a little bit of a discrepancy there. I thought I'd iron out so you all can check out this stuff and this is a lot of good content to check out in streaming platforms. So if you'd like to check out all this great streaming content, I made up a handy summary post over on the R Jamiroquai and of course the R the Reddit Jamily subreddit with all the links on YouTube, Spotify, and of course to the singles page that is currently available on Apple Music. So be sure to check that out. And the description area of this video way down below, right down there. Also, as one more major note about this major story of all this amazing single discography content being added to streaming platforms, it is all available for pay download. I did a little looking around, and apparently I checked Amazon.co.uk or Amazon UK for the non-layman's. It looks like that all these single remix sets are for pay download at pretty reasonable prices. So I will be sure to additionally put a link on Amazon to all of these remixes that are currently available. Or I might just put a master list of all the links I did on another post highlighting this news update in the description of this video down below. In addition to that summary post I pre-mentioned with all the streaming links on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music, so you can check out all this great wealth of Jamiroquai singleography in your own time. But like I said, this is exciting times. This is exciting development, and really cool to see all these great Jamiroquai remixes make their way onto the digital platform, so everybody in the online family can check it out in their own time. So like I said, check the description area of this video to check out all this goodness down below. And as always, this is JamiroFan 2000. I hope you enjoyed this episode of JamiroFan Talks About. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to ding the bell on your YouTube to stay up to date on all the latest new content coming from the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. I will still try to keep bringing you more new content when I can, where I can. I do plan on possibly recording another episode of JamiroFan Talks About, highlighting what I think are the 5 major singles that you should check out with this brand new single dump that has hit the streaming platforms as of a few days ago. You should check out in your own time, which are my 5 most highly suggested recommendations of these new singles to check out in your own time on streaming platforms. But as always, this is JamiroFan 2000. I'll see you really soon with another episode of JamiroFan Talks About and many more Jamiroquai related videos here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. Bye-bye, everybody, and take care.